Good afternoon, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. Oh my goodness, guys, today got a ton of stuff done. Ended up going to the grocery stores this morning. Went to Valley Produce and Aldi. And Valley Produce spent about 50 bucks, and at Aldi we spent like 100 and something, 115 maybe, or something like that. And so we spent, I think, a little bit over 200, or like right at 200 this week. But I did end up making like 7 freezer dinners pretty much. I told you guys yesterday at Caputo's I got that what's it called, that chicken, the whole frying chicken, and then I ended up getting a big pack of bratwursts at Aldi and split it up, and I will do those for 2 freezer dinners. I also got a thing of chicken breast from Valley Produce and was able to make 4 freezer dinners out of that. One was like a creamy, like mushroom chicken, I think it's supposed to be like over noodles. The other one was some other kind of chicken. I don't remember exactly what kind it was, but yeah, I ended up making up those 4 freezer dinners as well. So ended up doing that, then came home and made all those freezer dinners. Then after that, I helped my mom. We ended up putting up on the cabinet doors, we put fabric. We have to actually get like the clasps for these because we don't have any, but we ended up putting up, actually these ones over here do not have doors, so they're just going to be open, but these we ended up doing fabric over them, and we like cut out the sides on here. We cut little holes so that we could do the what's it called, the these were the original hardware. Might change them out at some point, but these are the ones that what they looked like, and this is what they look like on the inside. It's like nasty kind of looking wood, so my mom's like, I want to cover them over, but she didn't really want to paint them because she wanted something that made it kind of stand out. And then down here she ended up doing these, which are like a different blue color, and then also 2 with the little drawer in here as well. So those ended up getting covered. And then we have one more cabinet. We have 2 more cabinets that are going to go up on basically the ceiling, sort of like these. They're actually shorter ones, so they're sort of like that. 2 small ones. They don't have the middle shelf though, and that is going to be on the other sides of the wall. I think we're going to be doing one over here, and then also one over on this side, but obviously it has not been painted. There's there's stuff all over the place. We've got an old comforter down as the tarp for when we were painting the ceiling. So yeah, anyways, just a lot of, you know, we have a lot of stuff to get up. We only have one more cabinet though that has both of the doors. There's one that has 1 door, but I was like, you probably don't want to put this up if there's only 1. So she is going to do 2 of the other 2 doors, and also like a different kind of fabric. So we ended up doing that, putting the fabric on and getting the doors hung up on these ones today. Like I said, we have 2 more left that we are going to do. Then that was what me and my mom kind of were working on. She kind of was doing most of the fabric stuff, and I did all of the cabinet door hanging. Then what me and my dad ended up working on for the rest of the day, we got this mammoth beast hung up here, which is the new microwave, guys, which is, oh my goodness, it is huge. But I told you guys how we were like, okay, we have to move first off the cabinet because we had the cabinet lower, so you guys see any lower and we would have had no counter space almost at all left. But it does give us counter space where we don't have to have the microwave on a counter anymore. So our old microwave that was over there is no longer. This is a box that has to go up there, and that has extra stuff in it as well. And then there's another one that's going to go up there too that I have that was up there originally. We have to put the doors back on and put the food that was in there back in there, because again we had to move it for I think the 3rd or 4th time now that we have ended up having a problem with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill this in so that there isn't a gap there. But this we had to move away because obviously when you opened up this door, this would wind up happening where you wind up hitting it. So we had to make sure too that we moved it over to this side. So it does fit though perfectly. It doesn't come out any further than here. although it does go up, you know, past the molding and everything like that. It doesn't go past there. And then this too has got a little tiny gap over on that side, which we might fill in and we might just leave it. It might not be that noticeable. But regardless, though, you do have a little bit of, again, counter space and stuff like that over here that we're going to be able to work. And we also, again, like I said, now we'll actually have pretty much all of this counter space. The only thing that's going to be on the counter most likely will be the KitchenAid. And other than that, all of that, with the exception of the sinks there too. And again, we're still in the process of trying to paint. Matthew is painting, and I think he either has one coat or he finished maybe doing the rest of this white that's up here. Today, this still has to be painted, and we now can pull off the rest of these tiles because the microwave was in the way. So now we're going to have all of this lovely counter space and don't have to worry about a microwave being there. So again, guys, this one is huge. This is a Whirlpool microwave, over the range microwave, and it does have a recirculating fan. The only thing is that we can still totally use it for that, which is awesome. If, again, we are actually, you know, we have the hood over the stove though. But this is why, guys, we couldn't, it would have come down here as well if we were using this. And there has to be a certain amount of distance between the stove, which probably would have been about at this point, and the bottom of the microwave. And obviously we don't have that space, so we weren't able to put it there. But we knew we wanted to mount the get a mountable microwave so that it was up off the counter, because as you guys can see, we have very little counter space. So again, for doing prepping and stuff like that, we needed this space without anything there. And we, like I said, can't have a microwave that's gonna go down all the way on top of the stove and stuff like that. So we have the hood, and that works and everything like that. And again, it's also recirculating, but this will be extra in case something is smelling smoky or something like that. So I'm gonna turn this off because it's creating a weird kind of, oh, actually it has two settings on there to change that. And then we also have the fan button too. And this thing too, guys, is so digital. Like, I was totally scared because it like pops up and starts talking to you. We've never had a microwave that's ever done that before, so it's pretty cool. But it's got all of these like kind of settings and stuff like that. I haven't totally looked into it, guys, but this microwave, again, it is stinking huge. It actually has this thing that you can put in here as well, and it sits in here on these little plastic prongs, and it actually can be used as two things to warm stuff up at the same time. There's also a steamer basket that you can get and actually steam in the microwave, but that is a like that's a separate, you know, purchase or whatever, since it's like an additional item. But you can steam, like, do steamable vegetables if they're not already, like, you know, vegetable steamer friendly. But you can also, I saw one of the things was you can do salmon and that kind of stuff. So this microwave is huge, which is amazing though, because the one we had, we could not even make a full bag of popcorn in because it was too small. This is huge now, and we have so much space, which is awesome. So yeah, guys, like I said, it's super cool. We also can, again, turn the fan on. The dogs don't really like it when the fan is on, but again, it shows you guys up there, like, and it tells you when the fan's off, if it's on low, if it's on high, when the light's on too. I think it shows that on there as well. When I turn it on, I'll say light high, light low, and light off. So super awesome. It has worked so far. We've used it to heat up so far hot dogs and hamburgers. We grilled for dinner tonight since we were in the kitchen doing all of this, but because of that, we grilled tonight, and we kind of were figuring we were going to anyway. But yeah, like, the kitchen was under major construction. There's stuff everywhere in here today. There's still stuff everywhere right now because we're still, like I said, everything was going on. But Matthew was like trying to pull tiles up while we were trying to hang the microwave, and we had to move the cabinet, so we had the microwave and the cabinet like both on the floor and couldn't walk in here. It was a little chaotic, but it's awesome. It's up, like I said, it's huge. But it is, like I said, we can actually pop a full thing of popcorn in the microwave. We can actually do two at the same time, most likely, because two will fit in there. Whereas our tiny little itty bitty countertop microwave that we've had for years is finally no more, and we can, again, I am like super happy too, because at first we were like, is this actually, like, it looked super heavy. It looked ginormous. We were like, is this really actually going to mount? And we were terrified that it wasn't. But it's screwed into the studs, the bottom bracket part is, and then also the cabinet up on top is also screwed into the studs, and we have extra like drywall, what are they called? Not anchors, I guess. No, not anchors, I don't know, something like that in there too. It's all holding everything in, just because we were terrified that it was going to be too heavy. But they were like, in the directions it was like, well, if you at least have one drywall screw in the actual bracket, which we have two, plus we also put, I think, the anchors in as well, it, like, you know, that was more and above what it was actually supposed to be, and it looks like it totally has been fine so far, has not come crashing off the wall. So we think it is all installed correctly, safely, and everything like that. But yeah, at first we were just like, are we serious? Like, we didn't know that it was even gonna fit there either, because we thought it was gonna be sticking out like way past here, and we don't have any of that. So now it is up out of the way. We have a big microwave that we don't have to worry so much about too. It's so cool, guys. I love having it. It's like so shiny and new and stuff like that too, and having the new stove. It's like our kitchen is like crazy. It's funny too, because me and my dad were actually talking, and then we were like, Matthew's girlfriend has not been here since pretty much before quarantine. And we were like, all of our projects in the whole kitchen have been going on since quarantine. We're like, she's gonna come over and have no clue that this is even still our house. I was telling you guys the exact same thing too. We put the light in over the sink, which is the light that we have on in here right now. And I was like, I went to go turn the light switch on next to the new oven, and I was like, I don't even recognize this house. I feel like I'm at somebody else's house, and now that's there too. I'm like, I seriously, like, this seems so weird. So we have to do, once everything is done in the kitchen, obviously moving stuff around and things like that, maybe the fruit and apples and, you know, the fruit basket that we have over there won't stay over there. We might move it over here. Again, the KitchenAid is the only thing that will most likely be on this cabinet or this countertop, and we'll have this countertop free. These have to go back up there. But again, we were exhausted once we finally got this done, because it was like after 7 o'clock. We were actually eating and still trying to get it put up at the same time. And again, we've been up. I've been up since 8 o'clock at the grocery stores. Came home, no, got up at, yeah, I think about 8 o'clock, 7:45. Been up, gone to the grocery stores, came home, made freezer dinners, then went and helped my mom, you know, hang the cabinet doors, then came in here and hung the microwave, and now I'm like, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I want to get to bed. And it was, like I said, well after 7 o'clock, probably close to 8, we finally finished everything, and I'm like, I need to go to bed, and I'm tired. And you know, fixing the cabinets, hanging the doors, you know, putting all this stuff back in there, I was like, that can wait until tomorrow. I'm done for the day. We also went to Menards earlier today with the grocery shopping and all that stuff. We ended up grabbing some topsoil and some potting soil so we can do another flower bed, because we have got more stuff that can be planted. So we ended up going there, getting that stuff, and a couple of other things too that we needed, a couple of other project things again that we needed for some of the stuff, hanging things and stuff like that, you know, cabinets and the shelves and stuff. My dad also needed some other type of tools, something like that. Again, we ended up going there, and then my dad wasn't able to, he has to get the rest of the countertop for my mom's, the last piece of countertop, which was only $25, so we needed 2 pieces, so it's $50 pretty much for a made desk that we're doing. I will show you guys if we end up finishing that tomorrow, but my dad didn't end up getting it because it wasn't going to fit in the car, so he has to go back tomorrow and go and pick that up, and is going to get that countertop, and then we're going to put that in most likely tomorrow. So that's the tomorrow project. Today's, I honestly didn't think we were actually going to finish getting the microwave done today, and we did, so that was nice. But I'm sleepy, guys. I want to get to bed. I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.